This is our 12th annual Amy Parrish Patient Education Conference. It's the second time we've done it virtually, but I'm going to tell you that just shows our tenacity that one way or the other, every year, we want to make sure that we host something for our scleroderma community. So, so welcome everybody. So here's some updates. So at the national level, we've had lots of changes since our last patient conference last year. And hopefully our new CEO for the National Scleroderma Foundation is going to join us. She may not be able to come the whole time, but we have a new leader, new chief executive officer, Mary Wheatley. So she joined us, and I can't even remember, this summer. It feels like time just has no, I can't keep up with it now with COVID time. So in this transition period with our new CEO, we have changed our name a little bit. We're the National Scleroderma Foundation now. The logo's been updated. The website's been updated. They're also working on changing a little bit about how the different chapters around the nation are organized and how they operate and some of the structure. We also have some new requirements for our support group leaders. So there's some required training that they go through, and this is to ensure quality, safety. We've had 3 of our support group leaders have been able to participate, and they found it very useful. But those are some of the new things that we're seeing with the National Foundation that you may not be aware of. So we'll keep you posted on that. So some things have changed, but some things have not changed. And at the chapter level, we are still providing the same kind of engagement with you that we always have. We're going to have our support groups. We have 3 active support groups, and one has become a little dormant because of COVID. So the Piedmont group, Greenville, and Charleston groups are active. All of our groups are meeting virtually, so we welcome you to join any one of those groups. You have to check in with that support group leader, though. We don't open up the Zoom links. You have to check in, and they need to get to know who you are so we can protect everybody in the support group. We still do patient education meetings. One way or another, we either be here virtually or in face-to-face, and we're still participating in fundraising to support research and education. We have our big fundraiser is our annual Thomas Mills Memorial Stepping Out to Cure Scleroderma event. This year it will be virtual again. We hope again soon that we'll be face-to-face, but we're just going to take that year by year. So bear with us. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. So as far as the chapter's organization is concerned, the only big change is they've really restructuring the leadership part of the team. So we're not called a board anymore. We're called an advisory committee. And Susan was the president, but she's now the chair. And that's going to create some changes too. We're learning about this as well. So we'll share that with you as we learn more and bring that back to you. And also invite you as our community to participate in our work in the state, because we're an all volunteer team. And it is, this program is as strong as its volunteers. So as far as our South Carolina chapter, we've got our advisory committee, our support group leaders, who we couldn't do as much of anything that we do reaching you as we could without them. We have our medical advisors, and we have other volunteers that particularly play a big role with the fundraising part of the program. So this is our team. Everybody highlighted in green on this slide, I'm pretty sure is here with us today. If we get a chance, we'd like to say hi to everybody. So our advisory committee consists of myself, Karen Kemper, Susan Melvin, and Frances Parrish. So we're the tried and trues, right? We've been around a long time. Our support group leaders include Patty Newman and Sarah Budd from Charleston. They're doing a great job. They have a great group. We love that. And then we have Melody Breen. She's our Greenville group. And then Lakeisha Williams is leading our Piedmont group. So we're so excited about this team. Bridget Bell we're working with her to see about what we can do with the Columbia group to get some traction, but since it's virtual, it's just a little bit hard to get that started. Anybody is welcome to join any of these support groups. They are virtual. And we will have some dates on the last slide at the end of the presentation, at the end of the day, where you can see some dates that are coming up. We especially want to thank our other volunteers. So Loretta and Doug Horton, they're here today. Yes, we give them a highlight and a wave? Maybe Francis can find them. And their granddaughter, Katie Gentry. This family is the lead and the kind of the motivation for the Thomas Mills Memorial event. And in Columbia, and we, if it wasn't for them, we would not have this big event in Columbia. So we're so grateful that we can have that happening. And it's made such a huge difference, and they've made such a difference. We appreciate that. We also have Michelle and Sarah and Terry. They're also making contributions, Michelle and Sarah, through the efforts in Columbia, and Terry with efforts down in MUSC. Of course, our medical advisors are really critical for us. We have Dr. Silver, Dr. Baker Frost, and Dr. Fagali Bostwick. They're all here in the house today. And then Dr. Geckeritz and Dr. Bruce, they are part of the team with the Lexington Rheumatology in Columbia, or Lexington, South Carolina. I do want to give a big thank you to some of our volunteers who are stepping down from some leadership roles. They have given a tremendous amount of time and energy, and volunteer roles don't last forever. So we definitely appreciate when people are able to contribute what they can when they can. And we thank them when they know it's time for them to do some other things. They're still active, involved with the chapter. They just won't be in their leadership roles. So we want to thank Melody and Ashley and Ryan, Kimberly, Mallory, and Susan Simons and Susan Widener for their help with our support groups. And Melody, she's still leading a support group, but she was helping us with the board quite a bit, and that was much appreciated. So thank you, and thanks to our team. Think about becoming part of our team. So support groups, as I mentioned before, there's some required leadership training. We're only meeting virtually now until National says it's okay to meet otherwise. We've had a ton of fun things happening virtually in this past year, and this is just a little sample of things I could remember off the top of my head of different topics that came up over time. So many of you I know are involved in our support groups. I hope you're having a good time. I think you are, or finding it beneficial and worthwhile. I know I am. I attend the Greenville group. I find it very worthwhile. And if you have a chance, please join us.